Okay, we got. Garrett
Oh,
definitely wasn't clapping, but that's
no.
fine.
Oh, his ass was not
His
clapping.
ass is not clapping. It's fine, whatever. We don't need it.
All right, we ready to rock?
Um, I'm ready to rock.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do the usual order. So Waffle will go next after me.
Okay.
No more skipping from me. All right. What is happening, lovely peoples? Welcome to another episode of Casters on the Block. My name is Syndicate Snivy, or Antonio if you prefer. And today I'm here with the lovely casters. All of us are in attendance. Hello,
Oh
Waffle.
my God, we are on attendance. You know, I feel like we've taken that for granted the last couple of weeks, but we've been in attendance a lot lately. You know, so I appreciate that. It's gonna break next week when Hartford Regionals happen, so just
True.
be prepared for it,
SMH.
everyone. But yeah,
We'll have Yin back, maybe.
we'll be podcasting for sure. But yeah, um, I'm the Waffle Man, and this weekend at Gigahog, I was addressed as the Waffle Man Senior, which I thought was really funny.
Senior?
So yeah, there's a little the
Rip
Waffle Man Junior.
speedrunning.
There's a little the Waffle Man Junior running around. So if you see him, be friendly.
I guess there's
You're
a
not
lot of waffles
engaged.
out there.
Yeah. Moving it on to anyone who wants to go next. Who wants to go next?
I'll go
Awkward
next.
Tio extraordinaire.
Okay.
Ritual's too busy playing Slippy right now on the
Crazy.
podcast.
Mid pod melee grinder, by the way.
I immediately ran into Obwan. Shoutouts Tri-State.
I hope it's an imposter.
It's definitely
I also
not.
hope it's an imposter.
It's definitely not. I know Obwan plays Ness.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not Ritual SSB anymore. You're no
yeah.
longer cringe. You're free.
True.
Oh,
Hey.
I am just ritual casts now.
I'm not changing it in post. That's
I'm
crazy.
so glad we bullied you into it. I'm so happy you dropped
You
the
didn't
SSB.
bully me. I just realized that casts was available, which it wasn't
It's-
always. Thank you. The one upside of Elon's awful new policy of if you don't tweet in 30 days, he has the right to delete your account.
That's insane. What the heck?
Yeah.
I gotta be careful.
But the upside is that now I've achieved ritual cast, and the person who has ritual casting hasn't tweeted in 2 years. So if that account goes down, you can catch me changing my tag again.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought it was a weird time to change, especially because of that ruling was announced. I was like, just wait for ritual casting to get owned. But ritual cast is definitely an upgrade to ritual SSB. It's the ritual SR for speedrunning, but you know.
Whoa. What's
Well,
the
I don't
speedrun game
speed-
though?
What speedrun game? It would be Skyrim. I already know this.
What a nerd.
Is it a long
It would be
speedrun,
Skyrim or
is it
Axiom Verge.
or is it glitchy?
If it's glitchless is a long speedrun. Glitchy, Skyrim has some of the funniest glitches. One of the core glitches involves falling off your horse at a specific angle, and you like basically BLSS across the entire map if you're familiar with Breath of the Wild speedrunning.
I see.
But you do it off your horse. It's amazing.
Oh,
Alright.
so it's like a 30-minute speedrun. That's not bad.
No, it's a really cool speedrun. It's also really hard.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna have to cut this off. Get into the swing of things. Not much going on in the casting world kind of right now because a
That's-
certain game dropped today. It's Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
What are you talking about?
Nobody's here.
It's improved camera day for a Skyrim modder.
Get the heck out of here.
I
What?
see.
Are we a Skyrim podcast now? What is
You're a
going on?
Skyrim
I've been
podcast,
on
I guess.
Skyrim grind, baby. Again, I have
Oh my
over
God.
6,000 hours of time sunk into that game.
That's a lot of hours.
That is a lot of hours.
I don't
yeah.
know. I think the only game I probably have more hours than that in is Super Smash Brothers and like Rocket League.
I thought you were
That's
gonna
it.
use that as a segue for a second.
No, no. Oh, speaking of Super Smash Brothers, whoa, we're Super Smash Brothers podcast. Let's get into the juicy content. So this weekend, I went to a tournament called Through the Woods, and we legit did go through the woods to get there because Vermont is all trees apparently, like nothing but trees. We saw like one horsey, that was pretty cool. So this was a New England Smash Invitational tournament, also known as Nessie. I'm trying to get Nessie to go around because nobody's calling it Nessie, and I think Nessie is a great.
Well, we don't have a
It's pretty
lake.
great.
I think
If you can find me Loch Ness, then I'm down.
But yeah, I went through the
Whoa.
woods. I did a little bit, dabbled a little bit in commentary. I like was just kind of vibing, and then
Were you on top 8 comps?
yeah,
Okay,
Until
I thought
gr-
that was you.
until Grands where my carpool left, and we went to get Applebee's. 10
Taste.
out of 10,
Sam.
10 out of 10 Applebee's experience, by the way. So I commentated. I did like 6 matches or something, 5 or 6 matches. It was fun. Scuff setup, which is the best setup for me. I was putting the names in. That was fun, and yeah, had a good time. Vermont scene's pretty cool. There were just people making upsets, like Vermont, like unranked players or like very low ranked players, just making upsets, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. That was like I had 0 regrets. And my carpool was 6 a.m. Fume and Balco. Great carpool. We learned a lot about each other. Had some deep
Lit.
conversations. All in all, 9.9 out of 10. Experience. The point 1 is bad because I just like had an awful time playing Smash Ultimate. I just do not enjoy playing that game at the moment. So
Fuck Ultimate.
true.
I gotta tell you all about my new carpool for an event.
Is it tomorrow, perhaps?
No, this is a
Oh,
carpool.
I know
Well,
what
my
you mean.
carpool tomorrow is virtually the same. Yeah, but no,
Yeah,
I have
that's
I have a
cool.
carpool for this event called Stick Drift, which I got invited to, and they're like bringing me down whole 9 yards. It's kind of crazy, but like it's down in Virginia, and the carpool as things stand right now is myself, Ling, Fawn, Blitz Luigi, and one of Jen, Pelka, and Vivi.
So literally great players and a caster.
Basically.
I get how it is.
Yes.
Gerd's coming for me.
Woohoo!
I've been exposed.
Are any of those players qualified for the Nessie?
No, I don't know what happened.
Cringe!
Where'd they go?
No, Link can't go. Link
Can't go.
Yeah, well, what about Blitz Luigi?
That's sad.
He hasn't
Not-
qualified
not
in his
qualified.
best campaign, so
I know. I'm surprised he wasn't campaigning.
I think he wanted to, but I don't know.
He probably would have qualified through Rody Ruckus if he didn't forget to freaking register.
Nah, he wouldn't have. I don't think he was gonna beat Pelka or DM.
He
Maybe Pelka, but I don't think he's beating
he,
DM.
he destroys Pelka every time. No, Rody Ruckus.
Yeah, he does have a really good record.
Pelka
against
didn't. Pelka didn't go against to Rody Ruckus. It was the Rhode Island one.
Oh, I was thinking about Vermont. Never mind.
Yeah, he could have.
Antibody would have cleared his ass.
No. He's good at the Steve matchup. Trust.
Okay, sure.
But no, yeah. I was saying that because anyone who is not qualified for Nessie is cringe. First of all, second of all, somebody who did qualify for Nessie this weekend was DM, who had a game 10 grand finals versus Pelka. Now, mind you, I got off of commentary for grands. We're like in an Applebee's, like right next to the venue. And then somebody just goes, yeah, it was game 10. And I was like, what? I should have stayed. But then I would have missed Applebee's. So,
Can't miss Applebee's, bro. They got
exactly.
some crazy chicken tenders.
yeah.
Yeah, good job to DM. That is that's the second qualified tournament that has happened. The next one is, as of recording this podcast, next Saturday on May 20th. That'll be at Granite State Grind in New Hampshire, which is going to be an interesting qualifier because I think there's only about 3 people that could potentially win, and it's either between Pelka if he goes, Luxageri if he has a good enough run, but I think it's also could be Nuggets, like pretty easily as well.
Yeah. There's other people I think could qualify.
If they go.
Well,
Like,
Actually, I'm going to check who's registered.
yeah, and as you're doing that, I feel like Granite State Grind, I think Luxo was saying this, like that has the potential to be like the premier New England regional, because New Hampshire is kind of like the center like of the region. I feel like
Mhm.
every state can kind of get there within like 2 hours, which like, or even 2.5 hours, which isn't that bad. Um, so, and like the apparently the venue is sick. Like there's food trucks outside. So
Yeah.
I
Yep.
definitely would hope everyone like heavily considers it at the very least, and if they have the means, definitely go, because it's gonna be a sick tournament. Unfortunately, though, it has to be the same weekend as freaking Hartford regionals,
Bro.
and
Tough luck, boys.
and Pokemon will not come back to Connecticut for like another like 3 years, 3 or 4 years. We don't even know when they're gonna come back,
Right.
so I can't miss that. So, but if you are not into Pokemon at all, go to freaking Grand State Grind, or you're a loser nerd.
Yeah. So the best players that could qualify through Granite State Grind are that are registered are Brujo has a shot if he makes an incredible run.
Oh, we know he
Luxagary, Oxford, he's probably the favorite. Tyler's are invited, so he's already in, so it doesn't really matter. He might win the tournament, but I think Pelka is by far the number one seed of this tournament. So look to see Pelka getting in, because he was so close at Through the Woods, and he just fumbled game 10 to DM. So now Pelka's got to farm this, and if Pelka doesn't get in through here, he's gonna go to meter management and probably farm that too. He's trying to get in. He's trying to get in,
but,
he's
but
gonna...
Mars notably at meter management, but already qualified, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
Well,
Mars
actually, it
will
does
win.
matter.
Mars will win meter management, but it's whoever is the highest placing afterwards, unless
Whoa.
Mars somehow folds. But I don't
Wait,
think so.
wait. Mars is good. He just has a free run. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Mars is just pulling up to
He's
meter
still
management
covering
like
our
this.
region.
Unless Light also decides to go to meter management.
Is
Yeah, let's see about that.
is everyone who's entering meter management hearing this? You're just gonna let Mars fold you like that? I wouldn't
Yeah,
like. I wouldn't
Because
like
no one
that.
can beat Mars in a region.
I believe personally,
Ellen
I
Light.
believe in
I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't
I
take
believe
that
in
if it was me.
Losta.
He's not beating Light.
He's on a Fisher College team with Sonics.
He's not
You don't
beating
know what
Light.
training he's gotten.
Jerry is not beating not Light. I mean fucking Mars. Both of them, to be honest. His ass is not beating them. I'll say it on the podcast, recorded and shit. He's not
Nobody's
doing it.
even beating Light in the first place. Bro just speeds runs events like it's nothing.
That's true. But he's retired, remember?
Yeah. Wait, Light?
It's a joke about he says
But
he's
the
retired
dog.
'cause he hasn't
Oh,
gone dead.
I just thought it was because he got a dog recently.
No
and
man,
he's
Yeah.
he's getting that dog and immediately going to Battle of BC.
Really?
Yes.
That's wild. I'm so glad he decided to meet the dog first.
I'm not. I think he should spend the whole weekend with the dog. Fucking coward.
I thought he was. I thought that was the opposite.
Yeah,
but
I just don't understand. Like, it's just one tournament.
bro did
Well, he
not
hasn't
want to
been
pull
to
off
Japan in
in.
like 3 months.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's a dog.
Your dog is your life. Your life. Well, you're not your life, but you're like 15-year companion.
It's either the dog or the bag.
Yeah.
Something I wanted to talk about really quick, especially for my tri-state friends, is Creed 2 is tomorrow for us, and then when the podcast hopefully releases, if Waffle edits in time, will be happening today. Casters have been announced. It's for Ultimate specifically. Lyric, Momo in top 8, and Moto Moneva, I believe,
Goats.
just regular pools. Also, I'm looking at this tournament. It has 100+ people attending overall. 108 of them are in Melee, and there's only like 37
Yeah.
Ultimate players. What the fuck is wrong with people?
I
Is
there a
have
story
zero
behind
idea
it?
what's up.
There's
I have
more-
no idea.
They advertised it for Melee, and it's always been a Melee tournament, and they just didn't
just
really
running
advertise
Ultimate.
a ton.
But
Yeah.
it's $500.
I
Is there
mean-
another Ultimate event happening somewhere in Tri-State?
No,
No,
there isn't.
Xenosaga.
Bro, people are
There's
fucking
Xenosaga.
lazy.
Xenosaga.
Okay, but who signed up for Xenosaga?
Oh, is Xenosaga?
Ling,
Xenosaga also
that's
this
it.
weekend?
That's
Yeah.
it. Okay, and
There's like 4 people signed up right now. I'm gonna be
Oh
real.
god.
this is what happens when you don't believe in pre-registers, and then you see that nobody goes, and it's like, oh, if nobody's going, I guess I
Like-
won't go.
Well,
And, look
they
what happened.
believe in pre-regis. It's just the Xeno venue gets cold, and so it takes a while for people to come back once the weather heats up.
SMH.
It doesn't matter how many people are signed up for Creed because Apple Reviewer is signed up for Creed, and and I honestly think he has a good chance of.
The
What's
apples are
wrong with you
going
guys
to
in
get
Apple
reviewed.
Reviewer?
Be-
Yeast
first
is
of
way
all-
better.
First of all, Apple Reviewer is a funny dude. If you've ever met him in person, he's a great guy. Second of all, he reviews apples. What don't you like about that? Third
Yeah.
of all, it's New England, and I have to rep my boy. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just so weird. I mean, if the only other event in Tri-State as a monthly is Xenosaga, and there's a $500 pop bonus, both in Melee and Ultimate. It's just kind of crazy that there's only 37 entrants right now for this event, which
Mhm.
and like it's in Philadelphia. It's not like it's in another place in Pennsylvania. It's in like Philadelphia, like in the city. That's just so strange that it's not getting as many people.
Either I guess it might be in a weird time because I know a lot of Ultimate players. They're in college right now.
That's fair.
So it must be like finals week or something like that. People will have their
It
graduations or they're
actually
just going
is
away for
finals week.
Yeah,
vacations.
I don't know about the colleges down in Philadelphia and whether they end earlier in like late April or they end like around now. But yeah, it makes sense if most people can't go because it's finals week. It's just so unfortunate that you put so much effort into this event and you're only getting 37 people.
Yeah,
on it.
I applied to the event and String hit me up. He's like, "Sorry, bro, we can't have you because there's literally nobody for Ultimate." And I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. Thank you for saving me the trip, dog. I appreciate it. Because I know the Philly scene over there, they like prioritize like the Philly casters pretty much. They want their people to eat, which I appreciate.
Well, yeah.
People going for their local casters instead of just like outsourcing pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's where it'd be better to just be in-house when you have a regional event because then,
Mhm.
yeah, good luck trying to get other regional casters to come through from other regions.
Look, I would have went if
Or
I
Melee
didn't
Head.
work this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been
straight
a
up.
great Melee tournament.
It would have been a great time.
And it's still gonna be a great Melee tournament.
Yeah. Shout
Talk
outs.
about this.
Shout outs Creed. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna watch it while I'm at work. Yay.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really good watch.
Ano-
Yeah, Gerd?
I was gonna say, good segue here. Snivy and I recently on Tuesday did the first version of remote comms for Land King, which is a tournament in Utah,
That was
which is
definitely
kind of insane.
So I'm geographically challenged. So where's Utah?
It is on the western side of the United States.
You guys did commentary of a West Coast tournament on the East Coast? How?
Yeah, that's because they had to get East Coast is the best for the not the podcast.
So their
the
comments
tournament.
So
No,
you're
no,
telling
no.
me-
Hold on.
Wait. So
Commentary director. It's true.
So you're telling me that West Coast commentary is so bad that they had to get East Coast commentators to go in. Is that what you're
All right,
saying?
let's not
Yes,
go that far.
yes,
but
yes, I'll say it
technically,
here.
yes.
Sorry, Ian.
All right,
Got you.
Sorry,
Gotcha.
Wolfie.
Hey, we don't apologize to anyone. I'm just stating the facts. This is what Ian is saying by opening remote commentary to East Coast commentators. That's how I'm interpreting it.
What
so,
Yin saying? We're gonna show you what's up now. You're gonna come with us, and we're gonna show you everything. We're gonna teach you kids what's up.
I will say I enjoyed it. Production was a little scuffy, but it was granted their first time. When you're used to doing fusion remote comms where everything's kind of like cemented and formulated like really well, it was really good. But otherwise, like fusion is like its own thing. Land King did a pretty good job for the first run. The one thing I really liked, they just kept sending matches. Like they started the bracket, they would have one match on stream, and then they'd be done, close 2-0, fist bump. And then, like, not even like a minute later, you'd pretty much be in the next game. There was like very little downtime, which I felt like it was really good because then I don't like really long pauses in between stream matches. They just kept sending people, which is really great because I want to talk about the next match immediately. I want to see who they're playing. I want to see what tag they're going to be putting in their game. I want to see what the matchup was like if they played before. It read so smoothly, and I just love it.
Yeah, because usually, like, sometimes there's just some filler that we have to fill in the meantime. And it's like, we gotta chalk up our entertainers part of us to keep the audience entertained and us entertained while we're waiting for that next part. And like you were saying, it was really cool that they just rapid fired us all the matches, and the best part about that too was that they were super high quality matches. Like we got the unranked players were pretty fire. The ranked player, we got a lot of ranked players. I don't know if you saw
There are a
the
lot of
charts.
ranked players. At least, I mean, currently ranked in Utah, but also like the current standings on the bracket website. They were showing like top 20,
Yeah.
top 30, almost like every stream. Obviously, as the bracket moves on, that's more likely to happen than not. But then there was a few upsets. It was really nice to see.
Hmm.
And like really cool characters. I don't. We did not get a Steve or Kazuya that entire time. We got Roy's, we got Wolf's, we got a Ganondorf.
That was cool. That Gandorf is sauce.
Yeah, we got PTs. I think there was a Zelda.
Yeah, Atlas.
I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for
Atlas-
one cool character.
They are incredible. Like they are truly incredible.
Cool.
So how did you guys like? Did you guys do any prep for this tournament, or did you just like go in
No.
and be like,
Well,
For
I'm
ranking?
just gonna,
Funny
I'm just,
story.
I'm just
So-
gonna. I don't know any of Utah's players. I'm just gonna go in and we're gonna see how these guys play, and we'll see. We'll go from there. Is that how it went?
Sure, I'll let you get this.
Okay, so originally, when most of us were invited into the Land King Discord, where we would, tune in on Discord on our end, and then they just stream our Discord audio, they gave us the bracket link. If you don't know what bracket is, bracket with two A's, it's just a central hub to collect data for tournaments, and then you can see like in order like which player has the best rankings of everyone. So it could show like the top 50, top 25, top 100 with the characters too. So we were able to see like who the top 10 were, what characters they were able to play right before their matches in. So I could see like, oh, Krieg plays Marth, but also has a Roy. Atlas has like Sonic, Inkling, Zelda, and there was a bunch of other characters. Valor too has a bunch of characters. It was really good. Because we didn't have to go to like outsource to another like website like PG Stats, rest in peace, and or like SmashData.com, which is very slow, very slow. Otherwise, I was supposed to do comms with Fabs himself, tuning in from the UK, but I don't
What happened
know.
with that?
I don't know. He had to do something. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, it's already 9 o'clock. Like we're all on the East Coast. It's already 9 o'clock our time. We actually didn't even start until like 9:30.
I can't
So, like, for
imagine what
Fabs,
time
that would
it
have
was
been
for
like
Fabs.
1:30 in the morning start time, or later, 2
It
o'clock.
was. It was. Yeah. It was 2:30.
Right, yeah, like 2:30 for remote comms at a local in Utah. I don't know if you want to do that. Like that's a lot. So Snivy stepped in for Fabs, and it was really fun.
Yeah, I typed in the chat like, guys, I just hit my most devious lick as a caster. Secured the gird block
that was
finally.
what that was.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Oh.
what it was.
Okay, that's funny.
I was like the first one to respond, and I think nobody else just replied since I had it. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing that. I got dressed and everything for this, and then there was no cameras, and I'm like, well, damn, I wore my best fit
There's
for
no
nothing.
cameras?
Not yet, at
No.
least. Not yet, at least.
There wasn't, how like Fusion has those like be right back screens, and then they have
Yeah.
like the caster screens, and then they have like transition like head-to-head camera screens. Like they didn't have that. It was just one. It was either they had the gameplay on with the scoreboard, or they had a head-to-head camera with the players and like the game in like the middle of the screen, but like a smaller condensed version, so they could show like the player cams. Like that was it. It worked for what they wanted to do. And obviously, as time goes on, they're going to be experimenting with other things. Hopefully, maybe have a little bit of a bigger production event on their side. But for the first go around, it wasn't bad. There's a lot of stuff to improve, though.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
And on like the topic of like remote comms, can we just say how much it is like a blessing to have remote comms? Like it opens up a lot of opportunities for people, not just in North America here, but like across the world pretty much. If you have like a good microphone, a good internet connection, and like a solid camera, like you don't even have to have the camera set sometimes. Case in point, this event for I guess the first installment here, probably the first few weeks.
Wait, so did you guys do like top cut or was it opening bracket?
Bottom cut, and it was like one set of top cut because we
Bottom
didn't
cut.
like
Yeah,
quite
so
see.
Something interesting for Land King was they had 72 people, I think, after DQs or something. Maybe it might be high 60s. But they split the bracket into 4 individual pools with like 16-ish players each, and then the top 3 from each pool make it into top 12 for the final bracket. So the entire time, we couldn't just view one page of the bracket to see who was playing. Like if we had Valor versus like Krieg or something, they were in like pool 1, but we just had like a pool 3 match. I'd have to keep flipping between, brackets to see what the actual matches were because they just split it up to pools and they all started at the same time. It's not because normally you'd start pools at like 7, then you might have another pool at like 8. No, they all started at the same time and they all finished at the same time because they wanted to get it into like the next portion of top 12. But
Mm-hmm.
Snivy and I mostly just did pools matches and then did that one match in Top Cut, and then that was pretty much the time that we got off. I think all of top 12 was best of 5. I think so. We actually did have a best of 5 set, and then I think the rest of the bracket was best of 5. So fun tournament idea. I like
Yeah,
it for
it
best
was
of 5.
best
top
of
12.
5. That's pretty fire.
Okay, my next question is, like, do you think that more locals should do this, like, remote commentary if they have the means?
Uh,
Uh,
depends. It's like yes and also no.
I
If
think
they have, yeah, you can go.
I was gonna
Ritual.
say I think yes, but I think at the same time you have to have the entrance for people to justify wanting to do it. Like I
Okay.
recognize that sounds obnoxious a little bit, but like I think you have to have an event that like people want to tune in to cast remotely, and I don't think every event like if you have an 8-person local, I don't think like you're not gonna get a lot of remote casters, and that's not to say it's still not something you can do, but like I feel like you have to be okay recognizing like, hey, maybe I'm not gonna get as many people for this remote block. As if like Land King regularly gets like 80 to 100 people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Fusion, right, regularly gets 50 to 100 people. So them having remote comms and it's on Collision, right, makes a lot more sense than say random local in the middle of nowhere that has like 4 entrants, right? Probably is not gonna get remote casters very often, even
Yeah,
if
but
they
a
set
local
it
of
up.
4 players is probably not going to have commentary. Period. Like you need to have the infrastructure for the local. You have to have the equipment on like the
Mm-hmm.
streams end, but then you also have to have the production level. Like obviously, Land King has a high attendance, and they're gonna start amping up the production. But if you don't have like good quality production abilities for your stream, if it's just like a singular camera view of the gameplay, like that's probably not going to be the best. It might be still good to have, but you also have to keep in mind you have to have the internet connection to be able to like have people tune in and schedule, people who aren't even going to be at the venue to tune in at a specific time to start doing comms. Like it's a whole ordeal. I think it's possible for a bunch of venues to actually have remote comms, but it's like, is that better than just investing in-person comms? Unless it's like we can only get remote comms because of how like desolate our like commentary landscape is. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I'm kind of a similar way. I think if you have the means to do in-person commentary, you should prioritize that over remote comms. And I think if you have a really big tournament in your area and you stream on like a Twitch channel, like I don't know, that's like getting a lot of viewers, and you want to up the production on that, you can look into remote comms, but maybe just for like early bracket or something, but always just like prioritize your in-person comms. I think the worry for me is if this comes like more common in other regions, is the fact that like just hopping on commentary is going to be harder. I feel like one of the problems with remote commentary is like how if I have never done commentary before and my local doesn't do commentary, it's like, how am I going to get my name out and prove to this person who probably lives in a state three states away that I'm a reliable enough person to like be there and be on time and have a good enough setup? Like, how do you even do that? That just sounds awful. And so I think like prioritizing people to just hop on, have fun with it, I think should not be like lost.
I can agree with that.
I definitely agree with that as well.
Okay. So another segue point. Does anyone else have anything?
A little bit more on this one. I know, like
Go ahead.
Fusion, they do prioritize the in-person commentary, over the remote comms. Like, even if you have like some pretty established people, I know they still would put them on remotes if they have like their usual duo, like Game, Nintunis, or like Ubul, Emily, or like Momo. They're in person. They're able to do top cut. It's less of a hassle to like set everything up and get it going. And for Land King, like if they kind of adopt the same format that like Fusion has, they can definitely get in person commentary with their top cuts and everything. And like the bottom cuts, they can just leave to the remote casters pretty much, which they would like limit it at like 2 people. But you are trying to like bring up potentially like a new generation of commentators and like teach people in person kind of how it's done, since it is a pretty much like different vibe from in person versus remote. Since in person you have each other right next to each other, you can look at each other, give each other like directions, like play off each other's energy. But like remote or like not in person, you kind of have to just rely on your skill mostly and like tone indicators from your partner through the mic, and like give each other a lot of respect before you before they say their thing, so you don't cut them off or whatever.
True.
I'm gonna do a quick sorry. I'm gonna do a quick little shout out to an event that I totally just thought of. Supercharged is not this weekend, but it's coming up soonish. It's coming up June 10th for all the tri-state fellas. Ultimate event. I don't know if there is. Does anyone know if there's comms?
There
commentary
is
application?
comms. You can hit up Lyric of Wisdom on Twitter.com if you are interested in commentating for the event. I don't
Is
know
Lyric
if
doing
What's
the
the date of Supercharged?
it is
June
the day
10th.
of meter management, which is
Wow.
also June 10th.
Yep.
I'm trying to look through her Twitter real
I'm
quick.
gonna go to that one.
You're gonna go
Go
to that
ahead.
one?
Yeah.
I'm also gonna go to that one. Sorry,
I
Gert.
actually don't.
Oh, that means I
but-
can take you off the
I-
commentary application for media management then.
Oh, my Gerd block. It's crumbling.
Oh no, it's like I wasn't gonna do it anyway.
I
kidding.
actually
Ouch.
worked that. I worked that weekend. I can't go to anything. Sad face. Sad.
Yeah,
face.
but this looks like a hype event. $300 pop bonus, I think. Oh, 300 plus pop bonus, so there could be more. That's pretty exciting. Squads, redemption bracket, singles, 128 cap. I mean, that's pretty standard.
Yeah.
I would love to go to it if I wasn't, hosting like the biggest event that I'm trying to host ever.
I believe
so.
it's also going to be at the ACU venue, if those are familiar with it.
Is that a college?
It is like a gaming shop.
Oh, okay.
They host locals there every Sunday, pretty much.
Mm.
And imagine if I get it wrong, but this is actually not the venue, but I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, it's gaming shop in Phoenixville, I want to say. Is that the name they have there?
I have no idea.
I don't know if you have the Star GG up.
I have the Star GG up.
Confirmed.
Yeah, Gamer Heaven.
Yes, Gamer Heaven. There you go. Gamer Heaven in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, baby.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cool that this event basically had like the same timeline as Meteor Management in terms of this is when the date drops. This is the events that we have. This is when like registration closes. This is how much the events cost. This is how much venue costs. Like I love that it's like practically 1-to-1.
Yeah, it is just practically New England and then tri-state.
Yeah. So I realize now I'm like, oh, Supercharged is here. Probably not going to be getting any tri-state people this time around. So rip the BDB and coming back to Massachusetts. But
Yeah,
mean-
I am in a similar situation. I don't know if I talked about it yet.
about what?
My region's quote unquote regional slash seasonal is
Is that?
coming up
Did you
June
announce
11th.
that yet? I feel like you did.
We announced that way back.
Wait,
I
what's
feel
the
like
what's the event name? Give a shout out.
it is our contender. It's literally Contender Hudson Valley summer seasonal. You could sign up at start.gg/CHVS seasonal or CHV seasonal. We're gonna be having the Capital guys coming up. Hopefully the northeastern Pennsylvania dudes. We've been invading them and trying to farm their locals, but Beast keeps on fighting us all back.
Well,
But Zamba announced a Staten Island regional
yeah.
that same day, and I was going to invite Player 4. I was gonna invite Vitz and Beanie Bean, and it's looking
Ooh.
like a ripperoonie, bro.
Yup. What's the date for that?
It's also June 11th.
Oh God, there's so many events happening. That like
Yeah.
that one weekend.
It's
That's
so
crazy.
sad, so sad.
Yeah, it's nice.
But it's gonna be mad hype.
And I'm doing meter management, which is why I'm not doing your event.
Wait a second. Who said you were doing meter management?
Yeah, who said you were
I'm
doing
not
meter
doing
management?
actually you in the past, but we won't.
Me in the
but
past.
I'm not taking that for granted for
No,
sure.
no worries. Butter George is getting top 8.
Yo,
Top
let's
eight
go,
GG.
Butter Dog.
I'm down. He deserves it.
No, he doesn't.
Ouch.
If he's
you might listen
listening to
to the
this, no,
podcast.
he's not getting top 8.
It's a mage.
Let's see.
Gerd, has anyone cool applied for comms for meter management that you can talk about?
Anyone cool? That's so disrespectful.
Me?
I'm looking at one person right here. Is pretty. Cool.
Oh wait, there's someone else that registered that I have no idea who they are.
Uh,
That's just the person that you were recommending, Ritual.
Yeah,
So there's-
Badger.
What?
Devoted anonymous or Cap.
No, Cap.
Yeah,
No.
Cap is
I'll
talented.
say this on the podcast just because it's interesting. I saw that Badger or whatever I just know one of the names was Badger. So like, is there an event in New England that wanted to, is there an event in New England that I could do casting? And it said except for meter management. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I figured that I wasn't gonna get their app, but yeah,
Yeah.
Cap registered.
That's
Blue,
that's
Cap the Q.
No,
Big
not-
Tobacco, Azazel, Doug Sauce, Cage, Joy Conley, Lido, AG, Soupy, Justin, and Ritual. Those are the people right now that have applied, and only 10 people are getting a block.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you say Winters?
Oh, I actually don't know. No, Winters hasn't applied, but Winters is doing FGC commentary.
Oh.
So
dope.
the crossover might not work in terms of like the schedule unless we can figure out something. But Winters is guaranteed to be going to be doing probably some mixture of Street Fighter and Guilty Gear commentary is what I'm
Hell
imagining.
yeah.
But it's fine. We got more people on the Ultimate side to do some more commentary. So if anyone wants to sign up for meter management commentary, and it's paid,
Ooh, get your bag. Get your bag.
yeah,
up,
get your
guys.
bag. You're not coming just for like free venue. Yeah, you're coming and you're getting paid. And if you want to enter an event, we're reimbursed.
Oh
We
boy,
won't
free
charge you for
venue.
So
Or you can dodge like me.
correct.
I'm the bad influence, just trying to grab more bad influencers in the world.
SMH.
You're a natural dodger, and then
Natural.
you show, and then you show up to
Natural.
a tournament in the woods.
Yep. Maybe more events should just, not schedule on my weekend on.
Maybe your
Clearly.
job should give you a better schedule, forehead.
True.
I actually hate my job's policy on PTO. But alas,
Mhm. So, kind of do another quick segment.
Of course.
you're a Segway king today.
I've got the event. I just want to talk.
I honestly, I was hoping that girl would do a lot of talking. Bro's been a
Yeah.
little quiet, a little too quiet as of late.
True.
What are you talking about?
It
So
has been. It's true.
okay, so quick thing. Massachusetts SSBU Invitational is happening in 2 weeks from this upcoming Saturday. The Comedy Club. The 10 nominations are final, and voting is currently live. One vote is equal to $1. Current top 4, so top 4 of the 10 nominations will make it into the final bracket. Currently, the tally is Big T, Brujo, Lido, and Brando, and then Queso is just behind in 5th, and Jen Jules is at 6th, and then a couple of people would like 5 votes or less. So it's going to be interesting to see who gets into that. There's already stacked talent from all over Mass, and then the lone Rhode Island invitee, Sharp. It's going to be a good event. And then I believe this upcoming Thursday is going to be the event qualifier to potentially get in. So highest placing person that's not already invited will be automatically in Comedy Club, and then the ASG before Comedy Club, so 2 weeks from this past Wednesday, will also be an event qualifier to potentially get in. And then that's pretty much all I have for like the event. I don't know much other than that. Commentary applications were out for a while. I believe they've already closed, and I applied. I'm just waiting on my response back. So hopefully I get in. I have not heard anything, but I mean, it's 2 weeks away, so hopefully I'll know soon.
I know they haven't hired casters yet.
Did you sign up? No, you can't. Yeah, you're away that weekend.
I saw.
And and Waffle's working.
What am I away?
I saw
what do
an
you mean I'm
email from
away,
one of.
nerd?
Wait.
What?
What do you mean I'm away that weekend?
Just shut.
I
This
can't
bit is
talk
so
about
bad.
that yet.
This is so bad.
SMH.
You're doxing
SMH.
yourself when I just said you were going away, but I never said where you were going.
This is crazy.
Anyone knows I only have money to travel for events.
I'm cringing.
Broke.
I'm cringing so hard right now. Everyone,
I'm also cringing.
everyone needs to stop
anyone
talking.
else going to Gommel?
Oh my god.
Gamalol.
When is Gommel? I don't have a passport, but when is Gommel?
Why? I don't understand why some people don't have passports.
July 7th through 8th?
Wait. Did you just say you don't understand why some people don't have
Oh,
passports?
wait. Gamalol's super late.
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so here's the thing. So when you're like 13 and you just get a passport
Yeah.
because you have to go out of the country? I never did that because I was, and so now I'm an adult, and the dread of me having to go to the freaking post office to get a passport sounds like the most annoying thing in the world.
Just walk in the post office.
I have to schedule it. I don't want to do that.
Schedule it then.
It's not important to me. It's not because I'm not going anywhere
It's
outside of the
another
country.
form of identification, and you can simply just get it so you can have it.
Look, I will get a passport eventually. I just don't have one yet.
Or you can go the roundabout way, and you can get like a driver's license that counts for Canada and over here.
That would be tight.
I think you have to take like a test for it. I was talking about it with a
That would
friend.
not be tight. I don't want to ever take
You'd have
another
to take a test for it.
I
I'm
never want
sorry.
to. I was telling my manager this. I never want to take another test ever again. I never want to do any other projects ever again. If you guys need anything from me, I'm not doing it. I'm coming in for my 40 hours a week, and that's it. I never want to do anything ever again.
That's tough.
So yeah, I really wanted to go to Comedy Club because I think I'm a funny individual. I'm in my ego era, so I'm the best
So
ever.
is there actual comedy happening at Comedy Club?
Yes.
The only clowns are gonna be on the mic. Sorry.
Dude,
I think it's an optional side bracket. I don't know if everyone's required to do a stand-up act, but there is like a comedy act for people that want to do it. I think you have like 3 minutes. You can do any skit you want within the
That's
time limit,
cool.
and then I think the crowd, because I think non-invitees, so like just general public, can attend as long as they pay like some sort of small fee, to get in the doors, just like any other like menu would. So I would probably go anyway to watch the tournament, but again, I'm trying to get there as a caster, but I'm waiting to hear back.
Yeah, I tried to find coverage for this because, I thought it would be a cool event to hang out at, and also I could do my like 12 p.m. midnight commentary where it's just not talking about the game at all and just shooting the shit. And I thought that would have been great, but
That's real.
That's your
That's
specialty.
I saw one of my coworkers ask for the 26th off, and I was like, "Is that Comedy Club?" And it was the 27th, and I was like, "No." But yeah, I'm definitely going to try to watch that from within my workplace.
Hmm.
Thinking of you saying the comedy club just like brainstormed an idea in my head. Whenever I do a regional, I want it to be like a karaoke and a tournament thing. It would be so fire.
Dude, I'm telling you, that would be good content. Imagine just at your local, instead of having commentary, you just have somebody singing karaoke.
True.
That's
Oh,
just
you
good.
have
That's
mentioned that
good
before.
content.
It's good
It
content.
is good
No, I'm
content.
right there with Reed. It's good
Yeah.
content.
it's just we should
It
try
would put
that
me out of a
someday.
job.
No,
Casters on the Block
You do
live.
commentary for top 8. The rest is just karaoke.
That'd be pretty great. That's great.
What's your guys' karaoke song?
What's my best
Ooh.
karaoke song?
Yes, I already know what mine is.
Any like early stage Bruno Mars song.
Yes, dude. I was just
yeah,
gonna
that's
say
pretty fire.
mine is either anything ABBA.
I've never
So-
done karaoke.
Anything ABBA. The theme song to Titanic, or "Talking to the Moon" by Bruno Mars.
Mm.
Nice.
That's a really good
That's
song.
a belter. It's a belter too. It's perfect.
Yeah,
for
literally
karaoke.
like anything from like 2009, I memorized in my heart. So
And those don't go away.
They
No.
I don't know
go
why,
away.
but every song I remembered when I was 8 years old I know every word still.
Yep.
Well, every word that I think I know, and then it's actual different words because I don't hear what they're actually saying.
I felt that.
Let's see. My go-to karaoke song would probably be anything Michael Bublé. Honestly, that guy's so my forte. I would definitely do "Cry Me a River." If they do karaoke at SmashCon, that is the song I'm doing. I'm trying to sign up Frame One. I'm hunting down TK, and I'm like, bro, sign me up.
I still need to figure out if I'm able to go to SmashCon.
SmashCon or Shine. You gotta pick your
Dot-
poison.
Dodge
Shine.
SmashCon just like
It's
me.
not
Shine.
even. It's not even picking my poison. Hold on.
Shine.
I'm going to Shine. That's already happening.
Same.
I could
I think-
realistically go to SmashCon, but I don't want to go that far, and I would rather work.
You'll find a way.
I don't
Also,
want to go.
You can just pull an arbiter and be like, "Yo, guys, having a 24-hour stream, baby, to raise funds for Combo Breaker." Speaking of which, congrats to Arbiter for getting hired for Combo Breaker.
Oh damn!
Stream-
For what part of bracket did they announce?
I don't think
I
they
don't think that
told
was
him, but
announced
he
yet.
showed
Okay.
him. They showed him like getting the invite on stream.
There,
Yeah,
so
'cause he-
isn't Combo Breaker the same weekend as MomoCon?
Like, yes, it is.
Okay, so that's gonna be like a pretty split.
And I think it's also
bracket
gonna
proposal.
be during
It's also
another
the same
tournament.
weekend as Gateway Legends, which
Oh
is a new
shit!
major in St.
Wait,
Louis.
so
this
Combo
year.
Breaker's
Ah.
in
That has
Illinois.
some really crazy people.
One, so
yeah,
Combo
def-
Breaker's in Illinois. Then Missouri has Gateway Legends, right? It's Missouri, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Georgia is MomoCon.
yes.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching Combo Breaker. I'm trying to peep Melty Blood, Top 8, BBCF, Guilty Gear, all that joint.
Damn, that's crazy. 3 majors in one weekend. And they're all like relatively close to each other. It's not like, tri-state major happening in New Jersey compared to like West Coast California major. Like they're all really close to each other within like a few hours plane ride. So
Yeah,
I don't know what the current entry count is for all the events, but it's going to be interesting to see like who's going to go to each one because it's going to be very split in terms of top players. I think the other like time I could think about when there was like multiple majors in the same weekend was Shine last year, where there was Shine. I think it was Most Wanted. I forget the number of the event was, but I think it was Most Wanted happening in Europe, and then you had the Japanese major happening at the same time. Which
that
is-
was a crazy.
that was a
time.
crazy weekend. But that's scattered between 3 different continents. This is all happening solely in America, all like in like the eastern half
Oh
of
my
the United
god,
States.
there's
which is insane.
3,425 people signed up for Combo Breaker.
Yeah, but that's just like
In
the
general,
overall
from-
attendees, right?
That shit is crazy.
That's
yeah,
that's still very good though. 3,000 plus. That's like Evo type numbers. Like,
well, I
just
think they
barely
were trying
under.
to
That's
set up
across all
Combo
games.
Breaker or like
That's not-
CEO to be like.
Oh yeah, CEO is coming up too soon.
Yeah,
too.
they're trying to
That's
set that
month.
up to be like another Evo essentially. I'm trying to look at like who signed up for Smash Ultimate here. I see like the Buzz, ESAM, MVD, Riddles, Raven
This
King.
is Combo
for-
Breaker.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't recognize anybody else pretty much. I'm
Damn.
sure I'll see more.
Onan? Is Onan going?
Oh, let me see. I think they banned Steve at Combo Breaker. Yep, they did.
actually?
Yes, they did
Oh
because
damn.
big Combo Breaker fan for that. They also banned Steve at CEO too.
Did they? I thought
You,
Steve was legal.
you
in
love to
Yu-Gi-Oh!
see it. You love to see
I
it.
thought Steve
No,
was
I
legal in
swore they
Yu-Gi-Oh!
kept him legal.
Yeah, they kept Steve legal.
When was the announcement?
Like recently.
Yeah, 'cause everyone
Recently?
was really upset about it.
Wasn't yeah,
Damn
didn't
it.
Florida ban the character?
Of course they'd be upset about it. I have no idea.
Same shit with Shine, where the TOs no hate to Koldo and everyone else, but like they didn't want to do it, even though the region had the character banned.
Yeah, and then you guys were like, I guess we're gonna have to unban Steve.
Yeah, and then Antimony wins a regional in Rhode Island, like
Who,
the tournament after Steve is legal. So
Whoever Antimony beat, they must be so
it was
fucking
Nuggets.
tight, bro.
Nuggets
Nuggets must be so fucking mad.
Nuggets
got
was.
like 6-1 in grands in the
Yeah,
reset.
Nuggets
So it
Nuggets
was
actively
bad.
said he gave up in bracket, and if
yeah,
you know
it was,
Nuggets,
it was
you know
the
that
final,
he is known for never giving up in bracket under any
it
circumstance.
was the
That's
final
crazy.
game.
Heartbreaking.
In hindsight, it was the final game. It was like 2-0 set lead for Antimony. It was on Kalos. Antimony was playing Steve. Nuggets was playing Peach. And Antimony had a 3-1 lead, had Diamond in hand, and Nuggets literally just ran off the side ledge of Kalos and just SD'd. Like he got cheesed in the second stock, and then he's down 3-1. Antimony has Diamond. There's no way you're breaking it back. And then even if you win that game, you still have to play another grueling 2 extra games at least to win the tournament. But you already got reset on. So I don't blame him in the slightest. It just sucks because the character was supposed to stay banned in New England. Then we had to unban him because we wanted to be in line with Shine. So it's a little unfortunate. People are upset, rightfully so. But what are you gonna do?
And then
I think the script writers are doing a great job.
True.
That's what I will say.
what the script writers are making, like, it's a Steve versus Steve world out here.
It's a Steven bracket.
I'm pro Steve.
I'm anti Steve.
I'm so pro Steve. I've changed my mind a million times on this subject, but I have two reasons why I'm pro Steve. One, Japan is never going to ban him, so
Okay, and we banned Bayonetta too late, by the way.
okay. I think
And
I'm
Meta
afraid,
Knight.
though, that I don't think Steve should be
I
banned,
don't
but
like
I'm also crazy.
I don't like entire regions having different characters like that, especially like such a big region like Japan. I think that's it just feels weird. It's two completely different metas, and so like the potential crossover of those two regions is just going to get worse because of that. And I'm not a huge fan of that because I think Japan tournaments are some of the sickest tournaments ever.
True.
Damn, I should have made that the second point because that would have been a great transition.
Damn.
But, we move on. My second reason being for it is I'm here for it. I love the salt tweets. The salt tweets are fucking hilarious. Every time somebody loses Steve, I'm like, yes, you got outplayed by
You're
somebody.
toxic.
You're
All
the
of you are
only
toxic.
one. You are the
I'm
only
like,
person, I
ooh.
swear to God.
Oh, I'm like, oh yes, you got Steve done.
I
Ooh.
also used to be like that, and now I'm just like, all right, this is not funny anymore.
Yeah, I just want him to stay legal because he's funny to watch.
I don't want him
Alright,
to stay
bro.
legal because I don't want to have to learn how to commentate Steve's.
We've already learned how to commentate Steve's.
Yeah, I don't
Join
know
us.
where you've been.
Join us. Looking at you, Gerd and Waffle.
No
I
thanks.
know how to do it. You just
All right,
go,
tell me Steve's
Watch.
mining pattern right now.
Wait, first of all, that's not how you commentate Steve. You commentate Steve by going, wow, he did a lot of damage off of one
True.
up tilt." That's how you commentate
That's
Steve.
pretty true.
You commentate
The
Steve, and you're
analyst
like,
in me is
and
punching
then
the air.
when Anvil kills an 80, you're like, that killed? That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
That
Ooh,
is what you gotta do.
He's mining. He's getting iron. No one gives a fuck about any of that. They care about the diamond forward air killing at 90. That's what
I
they care
do.
about.
I care about the various Steve patterns and the block
alright.
placements.
Yeah, but this is not a Steve safe zone. So
Yeah, I'm a hater. Damn, when do we get so controversial?
I'm on smoke today. I don't know what it is.
I was gonna say how MomoCon does not have their attendees listed, but I assume that everybody in Georgia and in that general area is going. But
Yeah,
Gateway
basically
Legends
anyone
has
like the Sun Belt.
crazy ass
Light is
people.
also going.
Oh, Light is also going.
Nice.
Okay, makes sense. I see quite a few tri-staters. I see Odin, aka of course, the Gabe Kronos comment. For Gateway, Shattuck, Lima,
Yeah, there's
Wizzy,
Shattuck, yeah.
Goblin,
Gateway is kind of crazy stacked. It's a little absurd.
Skittles. Let's see, Beast, my goat. Ice Knight, yeah, this is looking like a pretty crazy major. And then I'm not gonna be witnessing anything. I don't even. I'm doing something that weekend, but it like completely. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Never mind.
You're
I'm going
watching
to-
Combo Breaker?
I'm watching Combo Breaker, and I'm going to my local.
Oh, so base supporting your locals.
That's what
Snivy.
I'm doing.
So
I
based.
love supporting my local.
Yeah,
not being
luckily
fake.
the comedy club is the same weekend as like all of those, so I get to.
I would love to go to the comedy club, but for my local, I just
get to
got.
support my locals.
You know, it's also that weekend. This is Xanadu Arcadian.
When is that?
May
Oh, is
27th
that the
has a
same
lot
weekend?
of events. Yeah.
God damn. Summer. So this is the good part. Is it's a good thing that all these Smash events are happening because now Smash is still prospering in each region that it's happening. Illinois, Missouri, like southeastern U.S. with MomoCon. You have MDVA with the Arcadian. You have New England having their own stuff the entire weekend. Tri-State. Does Tri-State have anything like that weekend?
Trying
Yeah,
to think.
Might just be
Mm,
chilling.
I think we're just chilling, perhaps. Could be terribly wrong, but in my current mind, we are currently chilling.
Oh no. I guess if you want to count this, it's Gaber Guild's $1,000 pop bonus event.
That's what it was.
If
Yes, which
if you
Light
guys
is
consider
not
that
going to.
Tri-State, then yeah, that's happening close. So
Yeah, I definitely count that.
Well, that's New England. Hold on.
it's New England, but you could argue that like southern tip of CT is also
It's not Southern Tip.
is it
Yeah,
not?
Gamer
No.
Guild is not Southern
Oh wait, then what? Oh, I think it was
You're
Reboot.
thinking
That's
of
what I was
Reboot.
thinking of. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Tip. Wait, Reboot's having a monthly?
No.
No.
I was thinking about Reboot. I thought Reboot.
Garrett
Was
was
the Gamer
having a moment. That was it. They're both on Wednesday, so it does kind of make sense.
Granted, yeah, I mean, people
Yeah.
from Tri-State, if they want to farm, could go up to Gamer Guild. So
You
nothing
guys
really
should
It's
happened.
totally
already
go and
capped.
farm.
Hold on, it's already capped.
damn.
It's already capped.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn,
we're
I know.
fake.
I knew it
capped,
capped at
like,
64.
It capped like really soon after it was announced.
damn, everybody wants that bag.
It's
Bro,
$1,000.
and no, everyone in Connecticut loves the Gamers Guild guys too.
They're great
Like,
guys.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been there. I keep dodging them.
I
I was
haven't been there,
supposed
but
to cast that event, by the way. I still might be. You'll probably see in the next week or so what I'm up to that weekend. I have to wait for the graphic of both those events to go live to be able to talk about what I'm doing.
Awkward silence.
I was
Cricket,
just
cricket,
I
cricket,
wanted to see
cricket.
how long we could go. I really wanted to see how long we could go.
Yo, we gotta get better with these.
All right, so we're
This-
coming to the end of this.
So,
this episode of the
Kagaribi?
podcast. No.
But-
No,
but-
so-
I don't
Uh,
care about Kagari.
well,
I mean,
actually, well,
I
there's
care
one
about
point.
mid-set coaching. I care about mid-set
Wait, there's
coaching. but-
what?
Yeah, there
There
was
was-
mid-set coaching at Kagaribi.
I'm not gonna lie.
Snivy, don't be hyped because we're at the end of the podcast. We need
No,
to talk about.
I was just gonna say how Spargo's the goat. He did. Spargo
He
didn't
is
need
the
that
goat.
shit.
That is true.
Okay,
Spargo
do you
didn't
guys-
need shit.
That might have been the best losers round ever in Smash Ultimate.
One of the best. losers rounds.
It's definitely
It's
up
up there.
there. If Mia didn't win the tournament, but unironically, his losers run at that event gives Spargo a run for his money.
Yeah.
At the same
one-
event, it was 15 sets. Mia had a 15-set losers run.
Spargos was like 8 or something.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
along the
8
lines
or
of that.
9.
Ended up being 16-1 at the end.
Wait, but 15. Mia holds like each of the 3 longest losers runs in Ultimate, or something ridiculous like that.
I
That-
think what's,
that kid
I
is-
think-
The best player in the world in losers.
I think it's a psychological battle when you have to you lose your match and then you have to play Game and Watch and losers. No one wants to do that, you know. Playing Game and Watch and winners, it's like, oh yeah, it's Game and Watch. But then you play Game and Watch and losers, and you're like, my life is miserable. I hate everything.
Yeah, it's crazy how this kid is actually just a hidden top 10 player boss, just in Japan, unable to really travel.
Mia?
Mia?
Mia's
Yeah.
not a top A hidden boss? Hold on.
Hidden boss in terms of like being like top 10 players.
Everyone
Like, that kid-
knows.
fair enough. Bro is
Everyone
essentially
knows.
a top 10 player, just showing up, beating like so many of like the top PGR heads,
Yeah, but we
and
all
just
knew.
always placing in the top 8.
The 2 events he's been in the US for, he's destroyed people.
Yeah, Apex, I believe, just
And,
winning that
yes.
joint. And I'm trying to think the other one. I
Ludwig.
think Ludwig's.
Yeah. He did
Ah,
very well at both those events. Like credit to Mia where credit is due. Like, he's insane.
Hey, credit to where credit is not due. You feel me?
No.
No, but yeah, I think Spargo's lose run was actually insane. I think mid-set coaching is a completely different meta, and if there was no mid-set coaching, Spargo doesn't win the tournament. Hot take.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
Yeah, that's why it's a hot take.
big hot takes here.
Let's see what else about Kagaribi. Oh, and I just wanted to ask, like, do you guys think like United States tournaments will ever get to a point where we go back to mid-set coaching?
No.
Or do you
No.
think-
No.
I think
No.
mid-set coaching's inherently not great for the game most of the time. That being said, I think Arcadians should allow mid-set coaching if they don't.
I mean, that's a granted, honestly. Because, like, Arcadians are a way to get better.
What is bad about mid-set coaching?
It
Bad about... You got
over it.
The only reason I'm against mid-set coaching is the standardization that we would have to establish for mid-set coaching. I have no problem with it otherwise. I think it's cool. I just don't want to have to be like, well, now we have to set a standard for potential coaches to interact with their players. For how long? Is it allowed? At what point in bracket are they allowed to do this? It's like, there's all these questions that have to be answered.
How many people?
Yeah, how many people can you have as a coach? Then it's like, there's so many different paths you can go down. I think it's cool just because I think you can establish a new meta around it. People are just going to be upset like, oh, they don't have a coach? Well, sucks to be you then. Just get a better coach. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know how it feels to lose a set because somebody coached the person to just beat everything that you're doing?
Have a coach.
Yeah.
I hate it
I-
here. I just
think
have
it-
me, bro.
I think it would be really cool for if it was like only top cut of bracket, so maybe like top 32, and you allowed 30 seconds, and you had to announce your coach ahead of time. Like,
Yeah.
I think that would be a really cool thing to have.
I could
But,
see that. I could get behind that.
Yeah, as long as
But-
there's some sort of set procedure and standardization that people agree upon, then yeah, I'd be fine with it.
But I also just love. I just love when, I think it just makes like worse players, but like harder to make those runs because now all the top players who probably the only players with the resources for a coach, have somebody in their ear telling them what they're doing wrong and like helping them in those sorts of situations. So upset factor does get a little bit hampered probably in that situation, but it'd be an interesting thing to see. But I mean, that didn't even happen at Kagaribi, so because there were upsets across the board.
Yeah.
So I think testing it would be cool at maybe like a regional or two, but yeah, I think it is cool that that Japan and USA just have such complete different metas right now, because some of USA is banning Steve, and then Japan has mid-set coaching, and then all this other stuff. It's pretty cool. So Smash Ultimate's really getting there, and I hope that if Smash Ultimate stays into the Switch 2 or whatever the next console is, that there is a balance patch and Steve isn't absolutely broken, so that we're not like all clashing together and we can all be
So-
one.
Zachary,
And we're on
my
Copium.
goat.
Zachary is Fundy's god.
He is the king of fundies,
Mm-hmm.
and anybody who disagrees is just wrong.
Yeah, he is top 5 favorite players to watch in Ultimate.
Oh, he's top 1 favorite players to watch. Who's your favorite? Okay, can we, before anything else, okay, everybody, real talk. Who is your favorite Zachary character to watch,
Rob.
and why?
Rob, because his Rob did things I've never seen before as a Rob, and he did it first. And like some of his sets. His set against Leia was at Frostbite 2020 is probably my favorite set in Ultimate ever.
Okay.
Thinking about the SmashCon Rob set. I'm definitely on the Rob train as well. I was there for that, bro. Had me crying. Heartbreaker ass
I
set.
watch Zachary because I like watching Zachary. I don't care about which character he plays. He's just good.
All right, Gerd.
Yeah,
Boo.
I'm weird.
Boo.
Alright, Gerd, bro.
You
You're
could have
not
just
my
said
favorite character?
you could have lied and you could have said I
Wolf.
like Wolf because I play Wolf. That's all you had to say.
Nah, the Jackal the goat.
Gerd, you're a commentator. You're supposed to spread misinformation on the mic.
I'm sure.
All right, and so here's some misinformation I'm going to be spreading. We are not ending the podcast. We are going on for another hour.
Right.
That is it.
Hell
That
yeah.
is not it for us today. But would
Reed's
anyone
lying
like
to the people.
Would anyone like to shout out our halfway point?
Hold on, I didn't get to share who I got my
Oh.
favorite Zachary.
Smashcaster, Smashcaster.
Smashcaster,
The
Smashcaster.
question. I didn't even
Wouldn't
get
it
a
be
response.
really? Well, wouldn't it be really funny if you didn't respond?
Well, no.
And you put the answer in the comment section like a good person.
that would require me to watch our own content.
That's
Speaking of
crazy. You
lying to
should
the
be
people.
advertising and
Speaking
casting
of
your
lying
own
to the
content.
people. Speaking of lying to the people. Anyways, my favorite Zachary character, not lying to the people, is I'm right there with Reed. It's Rob. It's not close. That Rob is absolutely goated. And everyone should watch the Zachary Rob. It just makes that character look so cool. Like you can hate Rob, you can want Rob banned, fine, but like if you don't like Zachary Rob, there's something wrong with you. I'm just gonna say it.
Actually, there isn't anything wrong with you because Rob sucks and is a cheater.
True.
Yeah, but
Rob is
Zachary-
big.
We hate Rob. Rob,
Rob
is
is
also
big.
big.
And you know what else is big? There's no punchline. I was just.
Okay, does
Oh my
anyone
God,
have any
the end of
events
the-
this weekend?
the end of the podcast. Does shoutouts? Any shoutouts?
I do have a quick shout out. So shout out to Soupy running an event in Northern Mass, basically on the New Hampshire border. He is going to be having comms for that event. I will most likely 99% of the time going to be doing comms. I think it's going to be Top Cut at some point. He's already got like 60 plus people, which is great for that area. So you'll be able to catch me there. I don't know what the Twitch channel is, but just follow me on @Gerd_any and you'll potentially see what the Twitch page is and tune into that event.
Hell yeah.
Waffle,
Any
any
more
shoutouts?
shoutouts?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out my this podcast and my Twitter.
Oh my
went
God! So there's this really niche podcast. It's got like 15 subscribers. It's called Castle on the Block. You guys should
Become one of them.
definitely report that account for being dumb. Just right in the reason potion, dumb, DUMB. Last call for shoutouts.
Yeah, I have a shout out. My shout out is that I just released a tool. If you are involved in production in any way, shape, or form, Gerd, that works as a stage select tablet that needs no dedicated device from the. It does everything through a local web server, so all you need is a QR code or a link and a device on network. Or if you know how to port forward and have access to that, you don't even need a device on network. So it is just a simple open source solution. I dropped the link on Twitter. If you're you can look up Ritual Stage Pick tablet. It's on GitHub. It's open source. Check it out.
Yeah,
Alright.
I have to talk to you after the podcast about that because I want to try it out.
I'm gonna shout out my.
I tried to download it yesterday and I couldn't figure it out. So
That seems like a you problem.
I'm
This
shouting
is
out
the-
my own event right now.
This is the
Start.gg/IS. I'm a new TO now. Hosting an event in my own area. Things went pretty well last time. You can follow it on my Twitch, Syndicate Snivy. That's it. That's all I got.
and we're out.
What? I even.
I can
Yo,
make it
Snivy,
go.
what's
We
your
can
what's
still
your
be
Twitch?
on.
Plug your Twitch.
Are we still here?
I don't know. I haven't stopped my recording.
Hey, we could still be on if you guys want to.
I'm still on. I'm down.
I'm still working.
Look, we lied to the people.
When we lie to the people.
All right, you have 20 seconds. Last 20 seconds, and
Lying
I'm
to
gonna
the
end when the recording hits 1
All
hour.
right.
10
Well,
minutes.
this has been Snivy.
10 seconds.
I'm just gonna disappear. Bye, guys.
10 seconds.
God, this ending
This
is so cringe.
This
Just
is
end
the
the podcast.
worst outro ever,
This is the
guys.
worst
Come
outro.
on. I
We're
give you
literally
10
just left.
seconds.
Oh my god.
What the heck?